It goes by off of whatever freaking cockamamie patch it gives you.
Yeah, it's annoying as hell.
I don't know. Mine's a helicopter squadron, so I'm okay.
Mine's mine is from the Compact DLC.
Four
Hey,
smokes,
Hey,
three
I'm guessing you're filling in.
drop it down to a
Oh
whisper.
no, come left. Yep, there you go.
Drop down
do
to
you have
whisper.
C-Tab?
Yeah, I have C-Tab on. What's up?
Cool shit. Cool shit.
Oh, I see you now. Alright.
I was
Alright,
about to,
5
I'm
minutes
probably
still,
just, I'm
2-1.
probably just clumped in there.
Hi.
All present.
A-firm. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. You're on Whisper.
2-2.
3 at the box. 2 brand new guys with their fire team lead, trying to get them situated.
But everyone's on server.
So far.
4-1.
All here.
Copy.
Remember, we got a default loadouts on the template, so it should be quick to just grab those public default loadouts for those kits. They're UPM.
Yeah, I think we're just trying to have a problem getting one of them on the. Oh, no check that.
Good luck.
You 2 sound off and all your guys are in formation.
Yeah, there's no one at the box. Let's just go ahead. I don't know what's going on with the. Ethan, what's going on with your guys?
Not in the server yet. I don't see Fabian on my tech DUI's radar.
Yeah, no, neither are in the service. I tried to join in to kick them for he disconnected for some reason.
I can figure it out through the Discord.
Yeah, let's try to get them in the server. They're gonna get by sometime. Assad's in the TeamSpeak channel.
Yeah, I saw him try to connect once or twice.
Is this his first official event?
It might
Yeah.
be.
He'll work his
I would say just stick with me and Risky tonight.
That way he gets credit.
And we'll just move around as needed.
Later, you on 3-1?
Yeah, I think we'll be fine if we split 4-1-2 between the 2 different squads. For the raid part.
Yeah.
That way, if we need to break off something and Risky, you can stay the other boards with me. We can just kind of move around.
Okay. 2-1, do you have a DMR?
We have 2 teams, 1 Moz, 1 M32. If we need to switch out, we can.
No, just asking. I see there's 1 in 2-2. Okay.
No, it has Mine take a sprint.
Oh, before we step off, you're gonna need to switch your AT for a Moz when you get the chance.
Gotcha.
Platoon looks like all present and accounted for.
Beep, beep. Monroe, you're on.
Radio check 3-6.
Yep, there you go. Lima Charlie 3-6.
Monroe 2SC, radio check 3-5.
Archer 2, we waiting on anyone? 2-1.
2-1 Charlie. Just check.
My Apollo's at the box stream making his kit, but otherwise we're all here.
2-2.
Yeah, the 2 guys they were on the 2-2 server. They're on there.
Roger. And 4-1.
4-1 all here.
Alright, we'll give it another minute then for those 2-2's guys to get sorted.
2-1 Charlie, did you just check in on this map?
How are you present?
If you want, sir, I can go and do my knowledge questions and we can do announcements afterwards.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get things rolling.
Copy that. All right, time for your knowledge questions. I'm not going to pick on the brand new guys just yet. So, PFC J.A. Hall, what's the mission of the Marine Corps Rifle Squad?
He may not be present, Gunny.
What do you mean he's not present? Squad leader just told me everyone was present. A joke. All right, PFC Schuster, same question.
Gunny, the mission of the Marine Corps Rifle Squad is to locate, close with, and destroy the enemy by fire and maneuver, or to repel the enemy's assault by fire in close combat.
Very good. We have a Private Dalton here.
Nope. I think he's out
Private
of the
Goo.
box. Yes, got
What does it mean if there's two red X's on a
fine.
building? What does that
That's
signify?
fine.
It means the building is booby trapped, sir.
Very good. And I'm not a sir, I work for a living.
Okay, that was kind of funny.
For Lim. What is the acronym we use to remember the 14 leadership traits? That's not the acronym.
Get on yelling, Corporal.
I can't tell you off the top of my head. I do have it written somewhere, though.
That's Sergeant Payne. Can you enlighten him? Sergeant Payne, you there?
5x5.
Guessing that's a no. All right, it's JJ did tie buckle. Copy that?
Yeah, I just
Right.
found it.
Buckle.
All right, Corporal Kilborn. Out of those 14 leadership traits, can you name me 5 of them?
Not off the top of my head.
Really? You can't even make a guess on any of them? Just gave you the acronym. JJ did tie buckle. Do you think judgment would be a good leadership trait for an NCO?
Yes.
Maybe initiative? Do you think of any others?
Trust maybe?
No, trust isn't one of them.
This one. it's been a while.
All right. So understand, I've been picking on these privates this whole time. I'm going to start picking on you NCOs as well. You all went through your NCO courses, corporals and sergeants. If you're a corporal, then I'm going to quiz you on corporal course. If you're a sergeant, I'm going to quiz you on any of the NCO courses. If you're a staff sergeant, I'll quiz you on Staff NCO Academy. I've taught all of those classes. So your 14 leadership trait is justice, judgment, dependability, initiative, decisiveness, tact, integrity, enthusiasm, bearing, selflessness, courage, knowledge, loyalty, and endurance. JJ did tie buckle. So this is the first time we've ever done this in this platoon, but I'm tired of picking on privates all the time. I'm gonna start picking on you NCOs and staff NCOs as well. Everyone copy that?
Yes, Gunny.
Yes, got it.
Yes, Gunny.
Yes,
Got
Gunny.
Crystal. Or
All right, Lieutenant, if you have announcements. 2-2, is everyone here now?
They're at the boxes.
Copy that.
Yeah, they got 2 figured out the box. All right, we got deployment coming up in a week here. Keep an eye out for that. There are 3 mods that are required. We'll make sure they're posted in the official chat. But you will be needing to get a couple things for mission items, NPCs, and the map itself, Columbia. We don't know too much about our first mission here, but we'll get the planning meeting here during the week. Just a reminder too, reinserts and respawning during the deployment is restricted. Everyone except RO and the corpsman. If you die, you are filling in as a rifleman at that point. Grab your kit and just attach to whoever you're reinserting with, and just pick a squad to run with. Essentially, I mean, stay in the same squad, but just you're basically going to be forming up a new fire team at that point. Whoever's left, you're going up the ranks. If you step up to squad leader, you're a squad leader until you die. On that too, if you do go KIA twice, you have no more lives for the deployment. You'll be disconnecting, just waiting in the conference room for a debrief. And that applies to me too, as well as Gunnery Sergeant Parks. If we go KIA, we are no longer in charge of the platoon. Whoever's stepping up is. So we will be reinserting as riflemen ourselves. Sergeant Hodos.
I just saw this. They also are updating and putting back in the 15th Op 4 pack.
Ah, Roger. All right, we got a new Op 4 pack coming too. That should get added to the collection if you guys are subscribed to that, but make sure that you just double check that you're getting that. Sergeant Swenson.
Will you find out whether Join in Progress will be available to us again this year?
Join in Progress so far we will be maintaining.
Understood. Thanks.
All right. Other than that, a few other announcements, just with some movements that we've had. Staff Sergeant Bilo did have to step down, go to reserves, just due to IRL scheduling. Sergeant Frable has been offered and accepted the mantle of squad leader for 2-2. For better or for worse, for his mental stability. Guevara and Adler, things are for basically set in stone, correct?
Depending on if we pass training and all that stuff and check ride, yes.
All right,
if we don't, then no.
Tentative congratulations to HM3 FMF Guevara and Corporal Adler on their tentative acceptance into becoming JTACs for the company. And last but not least, Private First Class Schuster will be stepping up as the 2-1 Bravo Fire Team Lead.
I don't know if that's congrats or condolences there for that.
Welcome to hell.
Yeah, with that out of the way, we'll wait to get the official word from company on that. But I think we have all the faith in Corporal Adler passing her training for JTAC. We will be looking to take applications for an RO here in the coming weeks. So if you are considering that, feel free to reach out to myself and Gunnery Sergeant Parks.
If I could have a C on that, sir.
Yep, go ahead, Adler.
It will actually take more than probably a month for me to be actually transferring out.
Yeah, the intent once we kind of get the word from company that it's relatively done deal. We know your transfer will be pending for several weeks, but ideally we can start doing applications while we're waiting for your transfer to get put in, so we can have someone to backfill that the second you vacate.
Also on that, anybody interested besides one person that I already know who might be, if you want to pick my brain on what it's like to be an RO, feel free to come find me, and I will give you my 2 cents on it.
All right. Other than that, Gunny, you have any other announcements on your mind?
Negative.
All right. Platoon's yours, Gunny.
Copy. All right, today's training is going to be on CRC usage on RAID. This is going to come in real handy since we're going to be going into, as most of you have already looked at the Warno, we're going to be going into Colombia for this deployment. So we're expecting to do a lot of riverine operations, more than likely in CRCs, or if we happen to have Charlie in our task force. So here's some questions, and I want any non-NCO to answer them. I don't care who it is, but someone answer them. What are the 3 elements of a raid or an assault?
Surprise.
No, that's not an element. That's a key, but not an element. We have 3 elements of a raid or an assault. Your assault element, your support element, and your security element, correct?
Correct.
So always remember them in that order. And there's a purpose for that. Assault, support, security. So when you're setting up your raid, you're doing it ass backwards. So you set up your security first, then your support, and then lastly your assault. When you're disengaging from that raid or exfilling, you do ass. You pull off your assault element first, then your support, and then last your security.
Yep, put them in your backpack.
What are some of the things you absolutely have to conduct a raid? Non-NCOs again.
Ammunition?
Well, I mean, yes. That's not what I'm looking for.
Intelligence.
That's one of them. Intelligence.
Element of surprise.
Surprise. That's another one. What's the last one? Think about it. It's a raid. What do you want to do? Speed. The intelligence allows you to have the speed. If you don't have good intelligence, it's going to be very hard for you to do your actions on objective quickly because you're going to be looking around for everything. That's one of the reasons. One of the key steps of this is having some sort of recon, either leaders recon, the RO getting good eyes on it with a drone, something. But you need to know exactly what that objective looks like before you conduct a raid on it. Otherwise, you're going to be walking in blind, and that means more time. And that's the one thing you don't have on a raid. So typically, you're wanting to spend no more than 10 to 15 minutes on objective. You're wanting to hit it, get whatever your mission is to accomplish, whatever your tasking is on that objective done, and then get the hell out before the QRF can arrive. What does MCON mean? EMCON.
Voices below whisper and suppressors on.
It means limiting your emissions. So that could be sound, light, etc. So that means you do not use lasers. You do not talk above a whisper. You utilize your radios. Everyone should be on whisper. If we say MCON is in effect, that means everyone's on whispers, lasers off, of course, flashlights off, and you utilize your radios for most of your communication. And that's going to be tested today while we're doing our raid walk. Myself and the lieutenant are going to be invisible, and if we hear you from any distance, we're going to throw red smoke on you. If you see red smoke during that training, that means you're being too loud. Now, as far as the CRCs, what do you do as soon as you land on the beach in an amphibious landing? What's the first step you do?
Set up security.
Shut the engine off.
Right. You secure that beachhead. If it's a vehicle like an ACV, then you also secure that. So how big of an area do you need to secure? This is something we get wrong quite often. It's usually 300 to 500 meters depending on terrain. So everything between 300 and 500 meters, again, depending on terrain. If it's a mountainous area, then more than likely only 300 meters because you're going to have defilade to everything else. If it's very flat terrain, you need to extend that out to about 500 meters. Basically, anything that could be a threat to you on that beach needs to be suppressed or killed. Now, that means you could push off the beach, but not too far. You should also never reboard the vehicle on the beach. Your purpose is to secure that beachhead and then get off that beach as quickly as possible. Usually that's only maybe 5 minutes. So you suppress everything you can on that beach and then get off the beach, and then the vehicle will pull up inland a little ways, and then you reboard the vehicle if you're going to be taking that vehicle inland. If not, then you go ahead and step off as infantry. Stand by while I scroll. What are some of the advantages that you could think of for CRCs?
Speed.
They're faster they're faster than ACV. That's not too big of an advantage. It's not like you need to be super nimble on the water. What's one of the other ones?
Quieter.
Stealth.
Noise gunny. It's it's quieter than a Gator and also than other bigger boats.
So it's stealth, speed, and what's the last one?
It's a smaller target.
You can put it on your back.
Correct. It's backpack portable. So you can use backpack on chest to carry a CRC with you. Of course, you're going to be on walk, but that might come in real handy here soon. But, and what is the radio call you give when you make landfall or when you remount and head offshore?
5 feet.
Close. Feet wet, feet dry. When you land, every fire team leader should be letting his squad leader know 2-1 Charlie, feet dry. And then he's going to let us know when his whole squad is feet dry, and then we'll let company know that the platoon is feet dry. Same thing when you get back in the boats to go back offshore. You're going to say, 2-1 Bravo, feet wet, and then 2-1 feet wet, and then Archer 2 feet wet. And I want to hear those calls today while we're doing these practices. All right, for those of you who don't know, we have documentation for CRC usage, and we also have documentation for raid usage. If any of you leaders want those documents to do further training at the fire team or the squad level, just get with me and I'll give you the links. So for CRC usage, CRCs are very quiet. what you want to do is you want to let off on boost about 200 meters from the shore, and then the last 50 to 100 meters you want to coast. If you do that, it's almost impossible for anything to hear you. It's almost impossible, even boosting, even when you're holding down your shift key, it's almost impossible to hear a CRC past about 200 meters. So let off on boost at about the 200 meter mark, and then when you get to about 100 to 50 meters, coast in. If you need to just give it a little bit of gas every once in a while to keep coasting into the coast, you do so. Now, of course, if you're under fire, whole different ball game. You boost all the way onto the shore. You want to let off just before you hit the beach. That way you don't go ramming up on the shore. If the LZ is hot, 40 millimeter smoke should be deployed about 400 meters from the beach. Fire team leaders, it should always be the rifleman as the driver of the vehicle, the AR and the grenadier on the wings of the vehicle, and the fire team leaders in the middle of the vehicle. That way he can utilize his optics to constantly call distance so the grenadiers and everyone else knows when they can start engaging. Do not engage the beach more than 400 meters out, even if they're shooting at you. Because you're bouncing on the water, the chances of you hitting anything at that kind of range is almost nil. You're not even going to suppress them effectively. Maintain your speed and direction once everyone's in the basic formation. Do not use boost when you're making pretty sweeping turns. And that's mainly because those wings, because we're almost always going to be in a platoon wedge. If you make a sharp right-hand turn, it's going to take a while for that left-hand wing to catch back up. So let off on boost. If you're the point vehicle, let off on boost, make your turn, stay out of boost till everyone's back in formation, then everyone could boost again. It'd be very good if the lead vehicle calls up going back to boost. And that way his squad leader or whoever can call that up to the platoon. And upper leadership should never share the same CRC. And that's for everyone of ASL and above. If you're an ASL and a squad lead, of course, you should not be in the same CRC. Myself and the lieutenant will not be in the same CRC. And hopefully, as long as we have the vehicles for it, I want all of Platoon HQ to be in separate CRCs. That way, if one boat gets taken out, we're not losing too many people. Any questions on CRC usage?
Negative.
Right, quickly jumping over to RAID. RAID is an operation to temporarily seize an area. Someone go on mute if you're going to be eating. RAID is an operation to temporarily seize an area in order to secure information, confuse an adversary, capture personnel or equipment, or destroy a capability. It ends with a planned withdrawal upon completion of the assigned mission. So when you do a raid, you have actions on objective, whatever those actions may be. That could be gathering intel, picking up an HBI, killing an HVT, you name it. When do we do actions on objective?
When we're on the objective, Gunny.
Once you've secured the objective. So you assault the objective, you push completely through the objective, check the outer perimeter, then set up your hasty 180 and then consolidated 360. That's when you do actions on objective. If there's intel to be gathered, do not stop your assault to pick up that intel. You push through, then come back to it once security's set. Many times the SBF will push down in and help you with security if there's low numbers. What's the smallest formation that can perform a raid?
A squad?
Negative. It's a platoon. Today you'll be practicing them as a squad. But honestly, it's a platoon. Because who here wants to have a 4-man assault team? Because that's what it's going to be if you're just a squad. It would have to be a pretty tiny objective for that. And honestly, if we had that, we could just push the platoon right through it and we wouldn't have to perform a raid. All right, there's some particular planning considerations when it comes to a raid. How the hell did I get turned? So your mission, you need to worry about mission-specific equipment. We've already done that where I was talking about making sure that everyone had an M32 gunner. Then you need to know your QRF response time. You leaders need to really pay attention to this because these are going to be questions you're going to need to ask when we perform this raid. And you have OCOCA. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's observation, cover and concealment, obstacles, key or decisive terrain, and then avenues of approach. That's your OCOCA. And then you have ORP and your RP locations. There should be 2 RPs for each one of the different elements, minimum. And then you have your ORP, which is where everyone's going to gather before they split up into their elements. And then, of course, you're going to have your SALT position and things like that, your SBF position. And then if you're using vehicles, you need to know the audible range of those vehicles so you don't get too close to the objective with the vehicle and tip off there's something coming, because you need that element of surprise. Then there's also 8 steps to a raid. That's infiltration of the objective area. That's going to your ORP. Then conducting leader's recon. That's optional. You can also use a drone. Then establish your elements, your assault, support, security. Initiating contact. That's your mad minute. So can anyone here tell me what the mad minute's actually for? It's to kill all the enemies, right?
Negative.
Draw attention so you can assault.
It's to distract the enemy away from the assault element. That's why your support element, if you're on a support element, suppressors are off. I don't care what we're doing, your suppressor is off, because you're not going to distract the enemy with a suppressor on. You're wanting to make a lot of noise in a well-defended position and basically have them looking one way while the assault comes at them perpendicular to that location. All right, then you're going to initiate the contact, then you're going to clear the objective, you're going to establish objective security, and then you're going to complete whatever your objective tasking is, and then you're going to move off the objective. So as soon as your tasks are complete, how long should it take you to get off objective?
5 minutes.
That's even a stretch. So as soon as whatever your tasking is, if it's to blow up an ammo cache, as soon as that thing is detonated, all squads should check in so we can start pulling the elements off. And of course, it's going to be assault first, then support, then security. What's the purpose of the security element? Assault and support is pretty self-explanatory, but what does security do?
To secure the infill and exfil from the objective, kind of?
It's not really so much your infill and exfil, it's watching for the QRF. Wherever you site your security element should have good eyes around the objective. They don't even have to see the objective itself, but they should have good eyes on any likely avenues of approach into that objective from a QRF. Because that's the big thing you're worried about. That's one of the reasons you're wanting so much speed, is to get in and out before the QRF can arrive. If there's no QRF, do you really need to perform a raid? You can just do an assault, correct?
Sure.
All right, any questions on the 8 steps of a raid?
No, you're gonna.
If you have questions, please ask.
I have a question, Gunny.
Send it.
It's a bit of a stretch, but when your talking bar is at 0, is that still audible or is that like muted?
Here, let me show you something. I'm going to go to whisper. I'm going to step back and I'm going to walk towards you. You tell me when you can start hearing me.
To where there's nothing in the bar?
Correct.
Okay. I could very barely hear him. I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now. God damn, that's quiet.
But you can see you got to be really close for someone to hear you if you're on whisper.
Right.
I mean, typically, if you see me step up to the lieutenant over there, it's because I'm on whisper and I want to tell him something without the rest of you hearing me. And just at that range, you're probably not going to hear me unless I'm speaking really loudly. Did that answer your question?
Yes, Gunny.
Any further questions? All right. 2-1. There's a flagpole off to your north. See it?
Hey, firm.
File out. Go to CRC start.
Hall, go grab the Moz quick.
2-1 on me.
2-2 falling behind 2-1. 4-1-2 your last.
Well, once you grab the Moz, just fall in at the end of the line, or if you're able, just fill in quickly.
CRRC start.
CRRC start.
CRRC start.
Is it walk? I see walk.
Yeah, walk. Yeah.
Walk. Okay, CRRC walk. Alpha, get security northeast. Just get it set up right now.
Now, those of you that are here, you can go ahead and start moving down to the west. You can see the CRCs down there. Don't board them yet. Just hang out down there.
Copy.
Alpha, don't board, but just start heading
You might
to
want
the
to
west.
create little formations for fire teams.
Sounds good.
Doing west.
Come over to the south. Come over to the south. We'll wait for. We'll just move down there. I'll wait for Hall in a moment. Go claim a boat. Don't. Go down there. Go claim a boat, but don't get in it.
Alright.
People around the flagpole. Move to the west, gentlemen. Down the beach. Down to the beach. You're just gonna man a vehicle. I don't want the drone up.
Well, I figured this. Wasn't sure if you want me hidden as well, looking for people being loud.
Well, there's only gonna be in this part. It's not gonna be. That's gonna be part of the raid. Move west down to the beach, gentlemen.
West on the beach. You want the drone for the actual?
Hey, I'm missing one.
That's up to the lieutenant. He's doing the rest.
There we go. He's here.
West down to the beach.
Actual Alpha, waiting for my guy to get through. He was changing his kit because he didn't have the Moz.
Copy.
He's through now. Alpha's all here.
Copy.
Hall, we're down here to the beach. Gonna get us a boat.
I'm fucking heavy.
It's understandable.
Rocha, I think it's fine if they're going to coming out.
I had to take 4 mags out of my kit, though. I wasn't over encumbered.
Okay, that's fine. We'll steal some from someone's AR. It's fine. Oh, our hearts, where you at?
We're at the second boat down to the right here.
Eyes on. Coming now.
Yeah, let's go. Back to the beach.
Back to the head of the beach. Back to the head of the
Alright,
beach.
back to Gunny, back to Gunny.
Yeah, back to Gunny.
Yeah, I thought so, because it's like, we don't have anything planned.
Can you see the blue and green marks on the map?
No.
Negative.
Blue and
Alpha's
green.
also
I probably put them in group. I'll remark them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're in group.
You put them in group. Gunny can't confirm.
Yeah, I can't see anything either.
Lieutenant, can you go ahead and start remarking those while I talk to the guys? Yep. Thank you. All right, as you can see, we have lots of CRCs here. If we need more, I'll spawn more. What we're going to be doing is, the first thing we're going to be doing is going to be practicing formations. Remember, if you're the point vehicle, if you're making a wide turn or any kind of major course correction, let off on the ship key until everyone's back in formation. Then get on the radio and let everybody know you're going back to ship. Let your squad leader know, he'll call it up to platoon, and that way everyone hears it. Any questions on that?
Negative.
What's the formation we're almost always doing when we're doing an amphib landing?
Wedge.
Online.
It's wedge and online. If you have a narrow beach, it's going to be wedge all the way in. If you have a wide beach, which you're not going to have in these two situations, it's going to be online. You want pretty much everyone hitting the beach pretty much right at the same time. Now, in real world tactics, it's a wave attacks on the beach. So the first wave lands, as soon as everyone's out of the vehicles, they push inland to try to create their security buffer. And then the next wave lands, they push inland, and so on and so forth. We don't really do that in the 15th, so it's going to be one big landing, and everyone pushes at the same time. What I'm expecting you to do is land on the beach and then quickly set up security. I want to hear from the squad leaders, and that means the squad leaders need to hear from all you fire team leaders when the beach is secure. That lets us know as a platoon when we can go ahead and start pushing you off that beach. These are going to be mock landings. We're going to do two different ones. One's going to be hot, one's going to be cold. But I still expect the same radio calls. So what are we going to call as soon as we get on the beach?
Feet dry.
Feet dry.
And that needs to come from fire team leaders all the way up to platoon, and I'll actually transmit it over 10. And then when we get back in the vehicles, because we're gonna secure the beachhead, then get back in our vehicles and push back offshore. The lieutenant is remarking my group marks, but there's going to be blue line, that's going to be our first, and then there's going to be green line, that's going to be our second. All right, 2-1, by fire team, go ahead and go to the far northwestern rib CRCs and go ahead and get in them.
Well, let's go.
Line up, let's go. Sorry.
All feet wet once everyone's in the CRCs.
Whoever's in the lead, I can't tell who that is. Call up what CRR so you get.
Alpha, this is Oscar. I'm going to be in your vehicle.
Solid copy, Oscar. More than welcome to have you. Alright.
Oh, your driver.
Arch, right hand side.
Doing Charlie, feet wet.
Oh, shit, are we gonna get slayed in this bad boy?
I think we're pretty full slid.
No.
Go to the other one, Slade.
Oh, no, I didn't want that.
I patched it up, feet wet.
I like that Slade knows where he's
Hey, Shaq.
I thought, Alpha, are you feet wet?
There you go.
Didn't hear us frying.
Alpha's feet wet.
2-1's feet wet.
Hell yeah, we are.
Who's sitting directly behind me?
That's Schuster. You want to swap?
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, it'd be funny. I have binos.
I was trying to use my binos from the middle seat and I had to like get up on his Swenson's shoulder.
Okay, you've got.
Actual Alpha, are we locked and loaded or are we still weapon 4?
Yeah, and you got a meat shield, so that's good.
Wait, one.
Where are we exactly? Where are we at?
Is this
MEU
MEU
or PU run?
Probably no.
Okay, like right
081.
here. Oh no, we're right
352.
here. Yeah.
I think it's a no P run. The second one's a P run.
So do you want me just to go
No.
straight out here and then, or do you want me to go like straight for the line?
We're gonna kick
Oh,
towards
yeah,
like 260. We'll start there and we'll adjust.
Lock him up.
260.
Alpha lock and load.
I know, we should leave him in the middle.
Yeah.
Chevy, you need to make
Yeah,
sure
We're
the rest
not
is-
gonna be the lead back. We're gonna be the far right. Right? So
Far right. Okay, sick.
we're gonna be
He
far
got-
back right.
Did you hear that?
basically.
I love
Shaq.
not leading.
You know, I
Make
doubt
sure
we'll
you
be
put
there,
it
for at least for this one. it will be.
Make sure
The
that
next
Fabian
one,
has
maybe.
the suppressor on when we do it right.
You here?
Big 3 checking in.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm not going nowhere. I got a little worried at first because all of our backpacks like the camel packs. I thought mine just.
Yeah.
Hey, Slade.
Hey.
You're full. Oh.
I had somebody in 2-2 tap me on my damn shoulder.
Check your net.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
For some reason, we were in there and like Gunny was talking to us about the CRRCs and all. I had somebody tap me on my shoulder twice.
Damn, you got assaulted, man.
No! That was good.
Which area are we going to?
You still got assaulted even if it felt good, man.
So, yeah.
Have you been past which LZ we're landing at?
You're okay, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Any suppressor from my loadout?
You don't see the pain on your face.
Hey, firm. Just wanted to make sure.
I had a question about that. Are we gonna be able to
Don't
coast
worry
it?
about it.
Thank you.
I'm here to help you.
Yeah,
I know.
If you're off, I'm just gonna.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, that's pretty far to coast.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
You two will be taking point.
Mono, your point vote.
Once 200 meters, let on shift.
Hey,
Follow
firm,
the
2-2 taking point.
correct. And then once we get close to the shore, we can coast.
Yeah, then shut the engine down.
Move it out now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Usually
Oh,
there's
I
two
forgot to
lines.
set. Okay, let me.
This one
Gears.
UT's point. Form off of 2-2 on their right hand side. We're gonna basically be an echelon right off of 2-2.
Copy. 2 Bravo has yet to step off. Are we waiting for them or are we just gonna go?
Yeah, wait for them.
We're gonna be right hand side of these guys.
It's 412.
Never mind, that's 412. Yeah. Where are these guys? Right there. Go.
Alright, take it up.
Yeah, follow those guys. Right hand side.
Hey, how do you know the 5 speeds? The 5 speeds for this boat.
You just stay right of these guys right here. Hold up.
A wedge.
Yeah, it's
so hang on.
Shift, W,
Oh, so
tapping, glide.
These guys. Is Alpha forming off of Charlie or are we forming off of these guys?
Go, 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 go.
Checker. Check. Do you know if we're forming?
Alpha, we are forming off of you.
Yeah, so
Okay, so so however, it's that boat that's directly in front of us now, right off our nose. We're gonna be right, like, wedged off again, basically.
Copy.
it's a narrow wedge, but it's still a wedge.
Go ahead and just hold shift speed.
Alpha, you should be shift speed. You are too far from your lead boat. We don't know if this is a contested landing or not, so keep your eyes peeled. No suppressors. Alpha and Charlie, as we make this right turn, go off of shift speed so the 2-2 can form off of on the formation and not get left behind.
Shift.
Just hold up, you hold up.
Just 115.
Maybe that's like 100, that's way too much. This is fine.
Are we shift speed yet or no?
Yeah, shift speed, I would say.
Hit left. Right straight out.
Straight now.
I think we're actually at putting up to 600 meters and we're taking a right turn. After you make that right turn, you'll slow down, but once you make orientated directly 180 degrees.
Starting the turn.
Hold here. Let him get past you. All right. Our direction is going to be 237 on this one.
Alpha, make sure you don't overtake 2-2. Heading is go. Let's get ready to form online. Online.
Lead boat's not getting out of ship speed, it appears. Just hold W, just hold W.
When are you prepared for the West Oaks?
Get your smokes ready, we aren't taking cover yet. I'll just stay online with lead boats.
Stand by for F-32 smoke on the beachhead.
Apollo just left.
650 meters.
Go 223.
600 meters.
Yeah, let me know when we get around 350.
500 meters. Pressure smoke, 350.
Over to call feet dry.
Just more to the right, we'll get in their lane. Right there, yep, hold this, this is fine. Okay, this is on the rocks. Halt! Drive. Yep, it's good, get out, out. Up, try. Alright, Alpha, let's...
Early, call feet dry.
2-1 Charlie, feet dry. Moving.
2-1, set up security facing west.
Alpha, let's get security southwestern at this time.
Call when this is secure.
Alpha's secure. Do you want us to keep pushing inland?
Push inland about 50 meters, but when your sector is secure, call up.
Alpha, let's push a little bit more, and then we'll call up already.
Get eyes up over this ridge line if we can.
Alpha, let's push up to this ridge line. See if we can see over it. Let's get a wedge going. Hall, you be point, I'll be left hand side, I'll be right.
Copy.
Yeah, just form off of these
Charlie,
guys
get up
for
to
now,
me.
and we'll start pushing more west here in a moment. Hall, start pushing 240.
240, copy.
Pushing to the structures, bearing 24, correction, 190.
I'll push 260 now at this time. We're gonna try to link up with.
Charlie, what's spacing?
260, copy.
Once we get to the road, we're gonna form up off Gunny.
Alright, let's just hold here at this rock structure. Hold here, hold here. Alpha's here holding security west.
Alright, form up off of Gunny. He's on the south side of this structure.
Gunny, he's gonna be on the south side of this structure over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna teleport them.
Copy.
Doing all here.
Oh, did the chocolates not make it?
Everyone just school circle on me. All right, that looked really good, gentlemen. Y'all did the turns really well. We did have a hot beach we were going to do next, but we're kind of running short on time because we still have to train on raids. But that looked pretty good. Lieutenant, did you have any comments?
Negative. Looked all good on my end.
The beach landing, I mean, pretty much everyone was hitting the beach within a couple of seconds of each other. Security people started pushing out away from the beach really quickly. You didn't have any vehicles to protect. Now, of course, if it's an ACV that you're landing with, you're going to want to set up temporary security around that vehicle. And then if there's no contact, start pushing off and establishing that security buffer. Any questions on CRC usage? Because I'm guessing in this deployment, we're going to be using them quite often.
Negative from 2-1.
Gunny, I've got a question for 4-1.
Send it.
What's the SOP on DCRCs after we dismount them? Are we leaving them where they are, or would that order come down permission from yourself and Lieutenant?
It's going to be permission. More than likely, we're not going to backpack them just because it's going to put everybody at a walk. If we have some sort of vehicles, then we'll load backpacks into the vehicles with CRCs in it. If you don't know what this map looks like, think of a river delta. There's lots of big rivers and little creeks and everything we're going to have to cross. Sergeant Hodos?
This is just something that I remember seeing in the past. If we have a spot where there's a sandbar or anything in the river, pack the CRC, carry it to the other side, unpack it. We've had many a time where they have blown up or just destroyed themselves trying to get them across those.
Yeah. But all of that will be mission dependent. If that's what we need to do for that particular mission, but that'll be mission dependent. You should get that from the task force briefing. Any further questions on CRCs? All right, 2-1, there's a flagpole right behind you. Go to raid training start, I believe is what it's called.
Go on, move out.
4-1 on me.
If you need to resupply, there's resupply boxes in the lighthouse building.
Run start, LZ cat, LZ dog, catfish perch. I'm assuming it's run start, Gunny.
Does not say raid?
It says
raid walk. Raid walk.
Raid walk.
Raid walk. Raid walk.
Raid walk.
Raid walk, everybody.
You want to call on all through?
There's boxes in here.
Alpha's all through.
Charlie's all present.
Oscar.
Boxes are in here if you need them.
Reload. M32 is needed.
Again, if you need a quick reload, there's boxes in the lighthouse building. Just
boxes
get in
are
there,
broken,
get
Gunny.
Copy.
Okay, I'll need to replace them then.
I saw the red thing and I was like, ooh, explode.
You playing too much Persona.
Yeah. 120 hours.
I'm gonna put the boxes down around the beach.
I have returned.
Only 120.
Full strength.
Copy.
Just circle around.
I just downloaded 3.
Stay away from the beach. These boxes might explode.
I'm gonna go back and get this guy.
I'll teleport him.
If you need any resupplies in the building or boxes.
All right, those boxes in the building do not work.
Oh,
Get
shit.
away from them. There's boxes down on the beach. Use those.
If you need to get anything or
Alright, what's going on?
boxes down by the
Yeah,
beach,
hang on.
remember patch integrity.
Quickly, gentlemen.
Hang tight.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that ever again. It's only because I just.
Barely calling M32's reloaded.
All right, once you're done with getting your resupply, form up on me, school circle.
Resupply. Why did
You got
say
your
my
kit.
shit? Yeah, I got.
Form
one.
up on Gunny when you're done.
Your back.
There should be. Give me a moment.
Hearts double time. Good sir.
Yeah, I don't think you get standard ones happen.
No. Can I be on support since I don't have a suppressor?
No, just go grab a suppressor. You should have it in your inventory.
Okay.
Whether you use it or not, you should have it in your inventory.
All right.
It's a unit standard though. They don't have one in the backpack.
Hey, at least I
Copy
remember that, right?
Alpha's all set.
Copy.
That's our paying. You're in earshot.
Affirm.
You're going to be splitting your team. One team's going to be going with 2-1. One team's going to be going with 2-2 for this next exercise.
Gunny, we've only got one team, four packs, plus the corpsman and myself.
All right, then you'll be filling in with 2-2.
Copy.
They're the shorter squad. All right, so this next part, each one of the squads is going to be planning their own raid. Reference your map. You'll see we're down at Raid Walk. 2-1, you're going to be performing a raid on Objective Catfish. You see that?
A-firm gunny.
A-firm.
2-2, you're going to be performing a raid on Objective Perch. This is going to be MCOM. This is where myself and the lieutenant are going to be invisible and along your route. If we hear you, we're going to throw red smoke at you. That lets you know that you're being too loud. Now, these are going to have virtual targets on them. These are very small objectives, but I want you to set up your elements. I want you to set up your ORP, everything we talked about in the crawl portion. So you can go ahead and split up, go down to Whisper, and go ahead and start making your plans. I would like to see 2 ICs and 3 ICs, and I'm talking about not squad leaders and ASLs. I'm talking about your 3 IC fire team leaders doing the plan. ASL and squad leaders assist them as needed. You squad leaders and ASLs can pick who you're going to have do that. But go ahead and separate, start making your plan. I will be with 2-1. Lieutenant, can you be with 2-2? Okay.
2-1, fire team
Go ahead and
leaders
separate
and
a little bit so
ASL
you can
on
make
me,
the plans.
off to
Do
the
your
south.
plans in group chat, please.
You guys
I guess
stick around.
go down over here.
Hold security.
Stay here because they didn't call for you.
If you see something egregious, go ahead. You're going to have a lieutenant with 2-2 anyway.
Fair enough.
This is 2-2 over here, right?
Do you want me here? Do you want our 2 ICs here, or
Oh, you can be here.
do you want our 2 ICs here?
No, it's fine.
Copy.
It's just
All
let's
right.
go.
Buster and Christensen, this is
Whether you want.
mostly you planning.
Okay.
We're going to OBJ Catfish. Let's start planning her out. We can't. We're gonna have to do it inside chat because obviously. Hey, Gunny, we have to use side chat or else we won't be able to see all of the marks for.
Okay, that's fine.
Copy.
Correction, use side chat for your marker.
So, get us a route from our raid walk and set up an LZ.
Who's planning this?
That would be Christensen and Schuster.
Yep, copy that.
What do you think about this nice long beach right about here, Schuster? You like this right here? This little bay thing right here, You like that? You got a nice mountain to conceal us from the objective. You know what I mean?
The big walk.
Yeah, so my big worry on this one is they've got a post right off to the east of Objective Catfish at 124. There looks to be a hardened structure over there. If we're coming from Raid Walk, I mean, this over here doesn't really offer us much more benefit than this over here does. I would rather get on the beach, get feet dry, and actually start pushing sooner than we get over here.
I have no objections.
Gotcha. Oh, they're LZ.
And just for information purposes, you're going to be exfilling by CRCs as well.
If only I could fucking type, that'd be cool. around here. So all of this is sitting up on a ridge line up on those hills. Objective Catfish actually sits in a saddle between 183 and 124.
Correct.
So if we're coming up from this way, the first thing I'd want to do is establish security up on 124.
You do, okay.
That's going to give us a lane of fire down into Catfish. Is the way I would think about it. What are your thoughts, though?
Wait, do you want security or support by fire up there?
Probably SBF. I don't.
Hey guys, this is a raid. What's the first? What's one of the elements? What is the security doing?
Watching out for QRF.
Okay, so what question should we be asking?
Is there QRF?
Where is there a QRF and where is it coming from?
Is there a QRF,
Sergeant?
where is it coming from?
Yeah, if
Hey,
you're
Gunny.
performing a raid, there's a QRF.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd be doing an assault.
Right. So ask Gunny the appropriate questions.
Gunny,
Gunny, do we have any known locations of QRF forces stationed?
He's marking on
Coming in from Vicos.
Coming in from Vicos from the north. Okay. The first thing we want to do is try and cut that off then. What do you think about, in that case, sending security element kind of wrap around 124, head over this way, try and get into the intermediate area, go through here?
I mean, that's fine. That's the only thing you really can do.
Yeah.
See what kind of eyes they get along this ridge line right around here, maybe.
Yeah, 84.
SPF here, them here. See if we can get the assault element in foliage and stuff wrap around the saddle and here.
I've marked possible QRF routes to each objective.
Alright, Christensen, what I'm going to say about that SPF is there's a steep ridge coming down here. You probably won't see it from there. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 meters.
Not to mention the foliage.
Oh, do we not? Oh yeah, because we don't have... Wait, no, we'll have guns with us, won't we? We'll have...
We're running this as a squad.
Join your squad. You should be standing out here all by yourself.
Oh, gotcha. We don't have heavy guns with us?
That goes for all of you. So join your squad.
Yeah, it's just us.
Running it
Make
as
a
a squad.
suggestion.
Even though you're not part of the planning, you can always offer.
Possibly setting up SBF along this
That ridge. Yeah.
Come over
I
here,
like
guys.
that. I think that's going to be our best bet. It's the closest thing to it, but still, we still have the high ground. It's a good 70 meters higher.
And what are we doing, the assault element over here then?
Yeah, I think that would make sense. We'd have some foliage for our infill, kind of cut through the trees through here.
That's not where assault would come from, though.
Assault will come from over here.
Also, it will come from the L here, right?
Assault
gonna
could
draw
also
a
come
route.
this way.
Come what way? Draw it again.
You got
This
6
way.
more minutes to plan, gentlemen.
It's not a direct 90, but it's not directly in line either.
I kind of like the assault coming from over that way, just because they have foliage cover, and that'll set up our L, kind of blacking off like that.
That's cool. So we're gonna have security here, SPF here, and assault somewhere in here.
Security's not there. It can't be. Right? It would not have eyes on that. QRF.
Yeah, I mean...
That QRF would be on objective Catfish before they could see it. If anything, we need to get security to, like, hill 49, 59, something in that area. We could hook them around and...
have the security element, maybe...
You know what I mean? You've got, if your security's posted on this hill, they've got to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Let's call it 700, 800 meters.
Before they can actually engage.
They're split up between the two different teams.
Yeah.
Well,
Christensen,
no, sorry, they're just with you two.
what do you think about kicking near like 100, kind of keeping the security off to this side?
So then just doing this, wrapping around that?
Yeah, giving it a good old just wrap around to the west side.
Sure.
We can station... Yeah, around here.
Security here. Assault element somewhere in here. SPF there.
Yeah. I think this would probably be a decent game plan. pushing towards that way.
That's about assault round loader.
Just, it should be AP. Okay, draw a route. Set up rally points, control points, ORP, all of that.
Pick cool names, so.
Throw one at the break point, throw one halfway up to the
Rally point here on these compounds, probably.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good control point.
What is the control point? Or what is the ORP?
Observational.
Where we split, so set up where the SBF security, so the other thing I'm going to say is security has to set first, so we are going to be hunkered down, waiting for security to hoof it 1.5 clicks, so, you know, just something to keep in mind.
You don't have to push them out that far, though. You can bring them into the trees. They like right in here.
Around here.
They just got to be able to watch this road, you know?
We'll wrap that in a little bit then.
You've put your security team 150 meters away from the objective, just...
You're gonna want to put like more over here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we can move them any closer without getting right onto the objective.
Security, this is going to be the base area. They can kind of figure out where they want to be depending on the situation. They don't have to be specifically in a single tree on the map.
Yeah.
Alright, I need a route from the LZ. Let's go, we're running out of time.
That means whispers and
Just
not be giving away.
Just, you want to cut right through the road?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna right along this. Unless if you want to go right at Crossroad.
Yeah, I think just going straight, staying off the road, but I mean, the ground looks pretty flat, so we should be able to just walk alongside. Rally at the RP, I mean, what, set the ORP somewhere around, like, 117086? Somewhere in this area.
Yeah, that works.
How do you mark up the ORP, Sergeant Swenson?
Just with a dot. Just place a date. A dot, rather.
You know what time this will be at?
Ask me.
Again?
What time will this be at?
Oh, right now. I mean, we're not going to change that.
Copy.
It's going to be daylight raid.
Yeah.
You think push through that compound, Rose, off there to the west side?
I believe so. I don't think there's going to be one there.
So what I would say is I would put another RP somewhere around here.
Mm-hmm.
And so your assault and your security element can both push up to there, and then your assault element just waits there until security says they're in place and SBF is in place. Now what you need to do is you have your 3 different elements set up. Now you need to put 2 RPs somewhere near each one of those. So they have and make it in 2 different directions. That way if they get hit, they have places they can fall back to. You already have 1 next to your SBF and 1 next to your 8, but you need 2 for your security element, 1 more for your 8, your assault element, and your security element.
I mean, if I was going to have the security fall back, I'd want that Hill 183. Just establish dominance on that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Move it.
All right, gentlemen, go ahead and man your boats. You can continue your plant. You can continue marking the map and stuff while you're en route.
Copy.
2-1, mount up.
Remember, I'm going to be down. I'm going to be down there invisible. If I hear you, I'm going to throw red smoke at you.
Understood.
Go ahead and go on them.
Adler, go and go with 2-1.
Dak, you see what I put in group? Yeah, copy. That's what I would do, but... save that for debrief.
I always thought
MCON.
Bears up in the front.
Yeah. People.
Alright, 2-1, push out.
And I think we were supposed to bring Adler with us.
No, they don't need those to bring Adler with us.
Son of a bitch. Alright, I'll pull off the side so Adler can get in. She'll be teleported, just get... Don't beat your shit. Get on the blue line, we'll push out and she'll be teleported. Copy. I want an echelon left with Charlie as point. Thanks, Brady. Go ship speed.
Actually, what we're going to have is our security element, since we only have pretty much 3 fire teams.
Good question. Alright, we are going to send one guy to be security. Let's send an auto rifleman and preferably the boss gunner. Copy. We're gonna have Alpha Charlie as the assault element and Alpha as the work by fire. Left hand 90 degrees turn, facing direct west.
Let me know when we have MEU start.
Present level. Alright, we're gonna simulate security, so disregard on splitting up. Control inform online. Alright, shift speed. Alright, MCON in effect, MCON in effect, off of shift speed. Alright, tap it in.
Alpha feet dry.
Charlie, are you feet dry?
2 and Charlie, P trip.
Alright, I'll get set up security to the
Alright, set up security. Let's start pushing off the beach.
Alright, hold
Who can I hear in Alpha?
Hearts. 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 Make sure
Is
you're
that
on
Hearts?
whisper.
I can hear somebody. Come on, let's push it out. Form a wedge. Charlie Point.
2 and Charlie, pushing out west.
Alright, we're gonna be forming up off of Charlie Wedge, left-hand side. They're moving off now. So move, 260.
Yeah, sorry about that. I thought it was on whisper. I said it right when after we took off.
You're good. I'll get some more space between us and them. Shift more left. You're good though. Hearts get more to the left of Hall. There you go.
Once we hit RP cool name, we're gonna form secure 360 and hold. We're gonna simulate security stepping off.
Alpha, we're gonna go to RP cool name, which is gonna be these buildings up here to the northwest 294 area. Gonna hold 360, then we're gonna simulate security breaking off, and then we're gonna break off to our positions.
Paper.
Alpha copy's moving now. All across the street, getting to the compound.
Are we going in the compound?
Call when you have 360 set.
Very firm, we're going into the compound, and then we're gonna get 360 security.
Copy, I'm set.
Alpha, let's get northeast security. Never mind, they got northeast security. Let's get northwest security. Alpha has northwest security set.
Doing Charlie said.
Copy. This is security moving out. Stand by for SBF team to go up. And once you're there, we'll send the assault team along their way.
Alpha copies.
Charlie cop.
Alright, SBF, go ahead and move.
Copy, SBF moving. Ethel, we're gonna move up to the north to get to our SBF positions. Follow blue line on map. Same formation as before. Make sure we're not seeing MCON still in effect.
I'm gonna switch over to HE or stay on smoke.
Stay on smoke for now. We have Adler with us, guys, so just make sure you have tabs on her as well.
They're not in and out.
I'll get down to Croucher. You're nearing the SBF position.
Let's see. Assault element, let's go ahead and push along blue line just shy of RP epic name.
Try to get eyes on objective. You should see virtual targets and such.
Switch over to HE or stay on smoke.
That's right, let's push.
Switch over to HE this time once you get to position.
Say again?
Switch to HE once we get into position.
Where exactly is our objective? Because all I see are trees.
Should be to our northwest.
Charlie, go ahead and use, get off the road, get into defilade here off to the south.
Eyes on.
Going to,
Alpha is
288.
in SBF position, but no eyes on objectives. Trying to switch, trying to maneuver to get eyes on.
Actual copies.
Let's switch, let's keep peeling to the west, see if we can get better eyes on, boys.
Yeah, I think I got some eyes on the buildings right here at 315.
Copy and getting into position.
Moving.
Take off suppressors once you're in position. Alpha is in, SBF is in position.
Copy, you have eyes on the, objective.
Hey, Christian wants to range to the, down there.
Confirm, wait 1, we're getting, objective bracketed for M32 launch.
Copy, Charlie's still on route. Alt point.
Exactly 200.
Eyes on
Sorry,
targets.
wrong channel.
That movement,
Exactly
312 out far past the trees there.
It's probably gonna be 250. The, porta potties is exactly 200 meters.
Christian, you see the guys out there at 319 behind, past the road on the other side of the road, moving towards down the road.
Yes, I already acknowledged them. I told you they're 250.
Roger that.
Hall, worry about those GFIs on those guys that just crossed the street, or no?
I did, but then I've to engage. I'm checking. I'm looking at another guy though. He's running down 315.
Got you.
Are we cleared to engage if we have eyes?
No, hold fire, hold fire. I will start med minute.
Copy. Holy fire.
Fire, the key, when you hear me shoot, that's when we start shooting.
Alpha, this is... Copy.
Okay, I see one guy at 311 dead in front of me.
Just hold. Say again, actual, you did not come through.
He's moving southwest up down there.
Alpha, this is actual on 3-1. How copy?
2x5.
Copy. Make sure you take off suppressors. You are SBF.
A-firm already set and done.
Copy. We are approaching RP epic name. Stand by for the mad minute.
Christian, them guys are moving up towards us right now.
Advised, we have a patrol moving to our location. Expedite if able. Hall, stop moving.
Copy. If needed, mount suppressors and take them out.
Alpha copies.
Clear dot?
No, I told you, don't shoot unless I shoot.
I'm about to kiss one of these guys on the forehead. That's how close they are.
Just fucking, unless they shoot you, don't fucking shoot. Hearts, the range to the porta potties are 200 meters though, so those guys that are in the middle of the street.
Alpha status on that patrol.
They're moving back to the northwest. I don't think they saw us. They're just doing a roaming 360 of the perimeter.
Yeah, got eyes on one guy next to the porta potties right now.
Copy, Charlie. The minute you guys see that objective, let me know.
Charlie, be advised, objective is going to have porta-johns and sandbags and tires. It's not a big objective. It looks pretty small.
Copy, eyes on, Charlie, hold. Charlie, confirm you have eyes on objective.
Confirmed eyes on objective.
Alpha, be ready. Is Alpha cleared for Mad Minute?
Mad Minute begin.
Start shooting, just start laying hate.
Charlie, begin the push.
Vic behind us, Vic behind us.
Keep that Mad Minute up.
Keep on shooting, keep on shooting. Charlie, say again, what's your distance to the objective?
Say again, 100 meters, over.
Alpha copies, holding off HE.
Compound.
Hearts, hold off HE, hold off HE, just stick to small arms.
Orange smoke out, shift fire.
Ceasefire, hold shift fire. Alpha acknowledged.
Got eye on friendlies.
Copy. Start getting eyes on north, watch our flanks, make sure we don't get snuck up on now.
Remember, Charlie, push through the objective.
Watching northeast.
Watching northwest.
There you go, good shit.
Charlie, set up AC 180 northeast.
Charlie setting up.
Validate 360.
What's your guys' ace report?
All green across the board.
And red on HE.
Alpha is green, red on HE for M320.
Contact 312 in the trees. SBF, light it up.
312, light it up in the trees. Eyes on movement, 312. Opposite
Contact
hillside.
down. SBF, go ahead and let it up.
Contact down. SPF acknowledged.
SPF, go ahead and reconsolidate down on Catfish.
Alright guys, we're gonna go down to the objective, start moving down in the wedge, Hall Point, on the left hand side, Hart's right hand side. SPF is moving down.
have an AR. Alright, go ahead and form up on Gunny.
Alpha's all here.
All right, so who saw the red smoke?
I did.
You did?
I saw it.
Well, you need to get your eyes checked because I didn't throw any. So I kept teleporting out in front of you guys. I let your formations run right through me 7 times. I didn't hear a peep. Nothing. Now, there was a couple of things. You had 2 people out of your SBF that still had their suppressors on during the Mad Minute. I went up and informed them to take those suppressors off. So make sure that if you're on the SBF, your whole purpose, the purpose of you being there is to distract the enemy. So you want to be as loud as possible once the Mad Minute starts. A good use on orange smoke. Let the SBF know that you're, because I didn't hear you on the radio, but I'm sure it's on squad net. Yeah, you talking about down here? Yeah, that was orange.
Yeah.
But other than that, you guys were, your MCON was great. I heard Swinson one time, but he was literally within a couple of meters of me, and he was giving orders to everybody. But even he was pretty quiet. I was on the beach where you guys made your landing. The only thing I heard was one of your boats was gunning the engine and letting off the throttle over and over again to get up on the beach. I was hearing that, but other than that, I didn't hear your approach at all. Of course, I could see you, but that it is what it is during the day. It's a great job on your stealth. As far as the planning is concerned, I know you guys were using your squad net for a lot of this, and that's perfectly fine because it was a squad size movement. But make sure when you're planning out to take into account how long it's going to take for these different elements to get into place. Because 30, I know you did a 30-second simulation for security to get into place. That would have probably taken a good 5 minutes for them to get over there, if not more.
Of course.
But other than that, there wasn't a whole lot here. If you ever do have to do a raid as a squad, which believe me, I will be bitching someone out if they decide to do a raid with a squad. Make sure you take into account the fact that it's going to take a long time to get there, and your very small numbers. That's why these objectives are so small. But other than that, I don't really have anything. Swinson, you have anything?
Nothing at this level. We'll debrief kind of the planning of it after the fact. But for time's sake, no, we have nothing at this level.
And I tried to make these a little easier. Honestly, doing a raid on open ground is much harder because you're not going to have any cover or concealment. It's going to be very hard for you to sneak up on the enemy. As far as I could tell, I was down here when you guys were doing your final movements. I didn't have a clue. The only thing I can gig you guys on at all is those 2 suppressors on the SPF. But that's just, things like that are going to happen. Make sure if you're the fire team leader or whoever's in charge of the SPF, go around and check your guys, make sure they're in good positions, everything else. You have that time while the other elements are getting into place. Go ahead and rearm at the boxes over near the teleport pole, and it's right on the objective marker. And then once you're done rearming, go back to stand by. I don't know if you're going back to MCAS Scribe or somewhere else.
Copy, rearm.
12.
Yeah, I actually brought up the whole.
Where do you want 2-1 teleporting to?
Yeah, I appreciate that, Adler.
Yeah, before the fact, and surprised 2 still had their suppressors on.
Copy that.
Were the individuals in Alpha that had their suppressors on?
Copy that. Copy.
Hang on. Who was it?
Yeah,
Adler.
I actually even called it up on 12 if you heard
Adler.
any about the suppressors.
Adler.
Yeah.
Were the 2 individuals that had the suppressors on in Alpha?
They were SBF, so yes.
It was Hall and
Yeah,
Hart.
it was me.
Both of you guys were?
I sent it up to 12 to send to you because I couldn't get. I tried getting your attention just by where I was close to you, but you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, no, I called it up over my fire team net, so it's just
it was. Yeah.
Does anyone here not have MBGs in their fucking inventory?
Put them on right now, because this will be at night. This is a bag check Odds on, let's go. It's Hall AFK.
Oh. He might be.
This will be at night. When we are finished here, we're gonna push through to the run start. Make sure you get off of the teleporter so we don't come in on top of anybody else.
Yeah, do it by fire team, please.
Yeah, affirm.
Let Charlie go first.
Yep, Charlie, you set?
Good to go. Sorry.
Charlie, go ahead and push through, run start.
Run start.
Sunglasses off.
I'll take those off once I get there.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
I gotta take off my aviators.
Just, or Charlie, rather. It's in your inventory.
Oh, NVGs.
Next to your
sunglasses off.
helmet. Alright, Charlie, go and push through. Let's go.
Where are we going?
Run start.
No, we're gonna start Alpha.
Run start.
Run start.
Ooh.
Alpha's all through.
Two-1 is at run start.
Actually, are we still in MCON, or are we able to lift it at this time?
You're fine for now, but the actual run portion will be under MCON.
Alpha line somewhere up in the middle, right here.
Arch 2 Alpha.
Let's go ahead and form up on the south side of this little barge.
Form up on the south side, get one boat spacing.
Couldn't tell you.
I thought 2-2 was already over here, but apparently they've been there planning on land. All right, 2-1, go and get in formation in front of me.
Just get into a line, Alpha.
Just form a line. It doesn't need to be by team. Just form the line.
All right, do any of you have any questions over anything we've covered so far? Now's a good chance to do it. You're going to be briefed on the actual run portion here in a second.
No question.
Somebody pop up with any question, even if it's a small one.
Never pop on 1-2. I'm reading you broke that.
Is 2-1 Charlie the assault for this? Or 2-1, I mean?
We will...
You'll be briefed on that in a minute.
Alright, roger.
2 actual 2 pop on 12. You don't hear me on 12?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I heard him really broken just a second ago. I haven't heard from him since. Here, let me teleport over near him. I'll be back. Nah, no need.
That gun is gone. Everyone jump in the water.
Great idea.
Swim party, boys.
Super quiet, Adler. Can't hear you.
I said the one time that I could possibly do my job as a relay, and he says no before I leave. God damn it.
That's a bummer then.
My
Yeah.
condolences.
Do you want to line on us to 2-1 or?
Yes, who's late?
For those that didn't hear, Fenrir's coming with me, so no more Fenrir in the platoon. Fenrir's coming with me.
Oh.
Want us to push it a little bit forward so we don't push 4-1 off the deck.
No.
No, do it.
Fun.
It'd be funny.
That is true, but
You
not
smell
today.
nice, Christensen.
Thank you.
What is that? Blueberry haze?
It'll be whatever you want it to be.
Strawberry I got this. I got this new PBSC. You ever heard of it?
Oh, right, fall.
What is it?
Peanut butter Girl Scout cookie. Shit slaps.
And you can keep that for yourself.
Hearts, what is your billet? I'm curious.
Who's talking?
Fall behind you. What's your billet?
You're 0311.
Your MOS, not your billet.
Aside, give some space for my fire team.
No, he said,
just
what's
like,
your MOS, what's your billet?
You got like an M4, and I'm like, huh, how'd you get it?
I'm a rifleman, but I'm only one in Bravo tonight. I joined up with Alpha.
So wait, how come you can use... Are we technically allowed to use the M4?
M4 yes.
Oh, M4 with 203, yes, I see.
Oh, it's cringe. Use the MP20.
The 320 is a better grenade launcher, if you ask me.
It is.
Time
change.
Time change.
Alright,
Let's go. Fucking hold on to your assholes.
So obviously you're the
Halting.
Oh, what the fuck?
We are.
Time change. Yeah.
That's so funny.
You got the manpower. Reference the map.
Hold on, let me pull my goggles on.
Yeah, take that fucking strobe off.
Oh shit.
Alright, so
There we go.
I mean, obviously, you see the LZ, the RPs, and the RP. At the RP, you're going to split off, follow the yellow path, all the way up to RPC. At that point, it's up to you which path you want to take. If you want to go white or blue, there's some patrols that are scattered to like the southwest, not southwest, southeast of like the white path, which kind of might be close to some patrols. So it's going to be your call on which path you want to. So yeah, there's patrols southeast of Objective Thunder. Really, it's CT location, so they got radio towers. It's basically drone logistics. They're launching drones out of there. There's a checkpoint at 04120. That's kind of outside the objective. Shouldn't need to really worry about that. You have to.
Yeah.
But you're really gonna focus on the complex. You know, that's Objective Thunder, and then like the pair of buildings to the north.
Copy. What's actions on objective?
I don't know. Just tell me.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's a combination of internet and
Demo radio towers, and then site explosion.
We wanted to, does anybody demo?
Brief everyone or no?
Kind of just going over the cut and dry if you want to go more in detail.
Alpha Charlie, do you have demo?
Alright, gentlemen. If you open up your maps, we'll do a quick brief before we step off. We're conducting an assault on Objective Thunder. We've got LZ Freedom marked up to our northwest, which will be the landing zone for all three squads. Once we our feet dry, we're gonna move as a platoon along the red path towards ORP start. At that point, 2-1 would be breaking off south, following the route mark. You don't need to follow it exactly, kind of adjust as needed. And 4-1 and 2-2 will be breaking off north to set up security and the SBS. The objective itself, from the intel we have, we're dealing with contacts directly within it. We've got some watchtowers on the western wall that will be looking out towards the valley as well. We're looking for essentially big generators with radar or dishes on top of them that they're utilizing for their movements and drone operations within the area. We have an expected QRF from the north at the castle, which the 2-2 security elements will be hoping to cut off. We do have a checkpoint pretty much at the objective just to the north of Objective Thunder along the dirt road. That checkpoint is active as far as the intel that we have. For team leads and squad leaders, if you check your C-tab, we have conducted IRS and we do have some C-tab markers that are fairly accurate for reinforced squad size element patrolling the area. C-tab marker 1244 will be southeast of 2-1's position and movement, so take note of that. Try to not get in contact and bypass them if possible. 2-2 and 412 will most likely be running into C-tab marker 1245 at Hill 275. We'll have to engage, overcome them to set up the security element. They may be moving down towards our ORP start, so Be prepared to keep an eye out for any kind of patrols coming towards us. The rest of them, 1245 to the north of the objective, is the checkpoint marker, and the rest of them are contacts within as spotted. LT or Papa, do we have any intel on timing for the QRF reaction? If they're still here.
He's out of your help, Mason.
Roger.
Lieutenant?
Favor.
Do we have any time for the QRF reaction time?
QRF reaction time, given the distance, you're probably going to look at, once you get detected, they will probably be en route in 5 minutes. And then, you know, traveling that about 2 kilometers or so, you're probably looking at about another 5 minutes. So once you get detected, you're probably looking at about having 10 minutes on site.
Copy. Leaders, that's for you. Once we get detected, send it up the chain of command, whatever engagement you get into. From there on, we have 10 mics to complete our objective and secure the objective position as well. For the lower enlisted, once you're on objective, especially for the guys in 2-1, look for any kind of intel. There will be most likely intel left around we need to collect. If you find any, send it up your COC and collect them for later investigation. All right, questions or comments? 2-1?
Yeah, so are we just looking for intel, or are we there to destroy that facility?
Primary objective is to destroy the C2 installations, the radio towers, UAV controllers, generators. Secondary is if you do find any intel. It's something you should always be keeping an eye out, as we never know when that might be available.
2 copies. So if we could get a box, my apologies, we're running things a little non-standard as far as who's running teams, and so my team leaders don't have demo currently.
Roger.
We weren't aware we were assault until we were on this march.
Demo off the 2.
Or if we can just take it from 2-2.
Roger.
Awesome.
We'd like to have claymores for security.
Okay. 2-2, any questions or comments?
There's a box by the teleporter.
2 Stern Christensen, go grab demo.
Sorry, 2-2, was that nothing from yourself?
No, nothing.
All right. Questions or comments from anyone else? PFC JAA Hall.
In regards to MCON, should we find the need to fire off a launcher like an AT-4 or MAWS, can we raise our volume to let everyone know to clear the backblast?
Hey, firm, if you get into a situation that you gotta use AT-4, then most likely by the time you fire it, everyone will know you're there anyways. So you can go loud and speak to those around you.
Once we go loud, MCON is good at that point. As long as you're in an element that has been compromised, or you're making your point known. For one, they go loud on purpose. They distract the enemy. The assault squad should remain MCOM and quiet as possible while they're on their maneuvers. If you go undetected, that's going to be the best. But if you guys do end up going loud, feel free to release any HE munitions as you see fit, but generally it's going to be the support element and the security element, if they do need to act as a blocking force, that's going to be going loud.
Solid
Okay.
copy.
With that, I think there's no other questions or comments. Lieutenant, we're clear to load up?
Yep, clear to load off. Let us know when you guys got feet wet. Gunny's going to be running the platoon.
Alright, 2-2, load up. Grab,
We want to load up.
grab
Let's
the
take
middle
these
boat.
first 2 boats.
Grab the center 2.
Alright, Monroe, you get to
If they're
choose.
not on.
Be careful getting in. You're going to have to get right up on the edge.
Just head down
Fabian.
past 4-1.
I mean, you're still
Let's
going to
go.
go 4-1-2, but still.
Let's go find
Paul Bob, go ahead and just find an open seat somewhere.
Not hearing feet wet.
2 on Charlie, feet wet.
2-1, are all you fitting in 2 boats?
Confirm we're 2 full boats.
Can you guys drop 2 guys, just so we got some seats available for HQ?
A firm, let's go with...
Here, I'll drag one of these boats over close to you, so it's not a pain in the ass.
I got 3 boats. Take.
Yeah. Well, do you want to be separate or in the same boat?
Thank you.
We're all going to the same spot, we just need some seats.
Yeah, copy. My question was, is Platoon HQ all going in this third boat?
No, we do not want to be in the same.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Grab one person.
Alpha, send one guy. Send Hall over to this middle boat.
Hall, go in the middle boat. Hall, go in the middle boat.
I didn't realize he's your rifleman. Disregard, send Hearts.
Hearts, go in the middle boat, be the driver.
Boy.
Unless if someone else is the driver. Or is already the driver, disregard. You'll be the... Yeah, there you go.
So they don't feel alone.
Alright, Archer 2, 2-1, you're going to be the point aim. 2-2, you're
We are
going to be on the right, or 1, you're going to be on the left. 2-1, go ahead and step it off when ready.
2-1, we are point. We're going to have Charlie on point. Rose, you will be the right of the wedge, and Alpha the left.
We're going to be left side wedge. Step it off, go, go, go.
Try not to hit this guy next to us. Just slow down, form up. There should be one boat off of my right. I don't see one. Over here off your right. Form up on the blue line. Driver, go ahead and turn us. You have a... Can you see the line?
Form off wherever Charlie is, form off of them. Don't give a fuck about the line. Keep all up here.
Suppressors on for our movements, so Alpha, you will need to remount if you have not done so. Form online with the rest of the platoon.
Get online with the center. Get online.
Alright, we are online. Let's go ahead and take it out. Bend that over net. Shoot, I can't hear you.
I got eyes on a patrol moving north by south, 1.3 clicks, 80.
Can you put that on the C10?
Wait.
I'll show you now. Go like 080.
Charlie, watch spacing. We are clumping up with boats off to our left, and we have plenty of space off to the right. Kill off speed. Let's go ahead and tap it in. Tap it in. Let's go. Charlie and Alpha, if you are able, go ahead and push into this little bay. Picture bearing, get in left.
Land in between these two boats in front of us. Kill the engine.
The one set security east.
2-1 Charlie, P-trap.
Alpha feature.
Start pushing off to the east a little bit off the bay. We will be taking up the rear of this formation. It will be 2241221.
The rear, continue pushing east, more south than northeast.
Say that again, Sergeant.
Hold. Alpha security to move.
Copy, we're going to let 2-2 step off, then 4-1, then we'll fall in behind the formation on this movement. We are going to have a squad column, fire team wedges. Let's have
fire team wedge.
Charlie on point.
Charlie's going to be point, we're going to be rear. Alpha copy.
Full side.
Charlie copies.
Are we moving?
No, not yet. 2-2's taking point, we're taking rear, Charlie's stepping off.
I couldn't hear shit. Baby was crying.
You're all good. Is 412 going in front of us as well?
Hey, firm. They're passing through you now.
Hey, firm. Eyes on. Charlie, if you want to start moving out.
Yep, falling behind 4-1.
Wait for Charlie to move out, Alpha, before we start moving. Charlie's taking point, and then we are. Charlie's moving through us now. It's going to be a column, so we're going to be directly behind him.
They'd let 4-1 push past you. You've got your inner disperse with him.
Alright, look for Schuster, and we're going to be, once he gets past, and get some distance, and we'll start moving.
Get 2-1, go ahead and push out. Pressing right here in front of me right now.
I know, we're going to wait to get some distance, because Trong's right in front of me.
Schuster's on my left right now in front.
Hearts, wait. Alright, start moving. Alpha stepping off. Continue 070 area. Shift 050. Just follow these guys in front of you, basically.
passing RP stripes.
Once we get to RP stripes, we're going to start moving uphill. Just keep following the guys in front of you. Try to your best to get spacing and keep the formation. Alpha passing RP stripe.
Be advised, Romeo has reported that there is movement at the ORP, so we will end up holding short. Make sure you don't push past 4-1.
We're going to be holding short. Make sure you don't push past and we keep the integrity of the formation. I'll make sure you don't skyline. Keep your military skyline. Alright, let's keep on moving.
Do on halt.
Halt, halt, halt. Alright, move up a little bit there to keep on moving up. Don't lose sight of the people in front of us. Alright, now halt and get security up. Alpha has rear security to the west.
Again?
Alpha has rear security to the west.
Copy.
At northwest.
Alright, proceed on course, weapons up, eyes up.
Wait for people in front of us to get a move on.
Papa, just to confirm, pushing past 4-1. Negative.
Alright, moving. Moving, moving, moving. Hearts, you good?
Sounds like that patrol is off to the north, about 400 meters, but they will be looping back around. We are looking to get out of the ORP sooner than later, so just keep formations and eyes up.
Keep on pushing through. We have patrols to the north, potentially 400 meters out, so we're going to try to keep on moving through this location quickly.
So you're passing Charlie.
Hold. Alpha, hold.
Alpha, get Hearts under control. He is past Charlie at this point.
Hey, Hearts, chill.
I'm gonna shack on you.
Thank you. Alright, let's keep on moving. Keep on holding.
You want to start maneuvering southeast, bearing 120. We're going to form up on the southeast side of ORP.
Hold up at this.
Actual
Oscar. We're gonna get the security south.
And for actual. Yeah, I went ahead and shacked up on Alpha. Copy.
Alpha.
Zone south.
Alpha security to the south.
Hey guys, go ahead and get on Parks. He should be coming over here. He's in a good spot.
Two and 4-1 have left us to move to their positions. Let's go ahead and set up some 360 security to make sure we don't get walked up behind from the northwest.
Do you want Alpha on that?
I want both teams to set up 360 security in the zones that they have right now.
West to east security.
Please disregard. Charlie, maintain southeast security from northeast to southwest, and Alpha, northwest security from northeast to southwest.
Northeast to southwest is our
security.
copy. So shift from 025 to 150. Alpha copies. So Alpha basically do a 180 from where you're looking. Where you're looking from the northeast to the southwest.
Let's go. Push to the assault position. We're moving out 120.
Push to the south position 120.
Is that the green line?
Yellow line. Let's keep the
We'll
same
time it if we can.
formation. Hull point. I'll be left. Hull right. Or hearts right.
What's the bearing? Because I can't see that far out on my GPS, and I can't see shit on the map.
120 at this.
That is some light to the south. Say again. Eyes, light to the south. 100 meters.
Or is that not you?
So. Movement 134. 2 bodies.
Guys with flashlights.
160 on the hill. Confirm they are hostile. Big shot or hold. Firm armed moving toward their position. Take them out. Time's back.
Hold fire.
copies.
Hall, you good?
We'll try right control M.
Alpha may be having armament issues.
Who?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you able to see the map now?
Alright, let's move.
Say again, Alpha.
Alpha may be having armament issues at this time.
Copied. Catch up as you can.
Dude, are you good to go or no?
Are we going or no?
Yes.
Okay, 120. Waiting on you.
We're going 090.
We recommend you push 080 to get in depth lead. Disregard, you're already pushing down.
097, copy.
Copy, we're just trying to catch up.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
You want to open it up to a run?
No, we gotta keep some formational integrity, just chill. Just keep it like this for now.
Copy.
We're gonna follow blue line, blue line.
We're gonna switch to blue line up here when we get here. Hearts, are you good? Alpha copies blue line.
Front right now. At least see you on the DUI.
Your gun up, go jogging.
Blair, get into cover.
Definitely. Hall, where are you at? You following blue line?
At the RP.
At the RP? Alright, follow blue line. I see you on DUI, just follow blue line. Alpha's at
Yeah,
the
I see you
RP.
on mine.
You're
Yes.
blue now.
B Charlie, keep moving. Alright, 2-1, we're gonna hold until actual catches up, so Alpha gets to Charlie's position. Charlie, get into cover from those flares.
You can keep cover from the flares, get to Charlie's position, and get security back from where we just came from.
No.
Alpha's caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Charlie's just north of us right now, but we're just waiting here for the flare to go down.
Copy.
Go on, step off.
You ready to step up, Alpha?
Moving north.
Charlie's moving.
If you have eyes on any approach that would get us, well, now disregard, there is a patrol on the white line.
Go crouch. You may have to go to column or file here in a moment.
Copy.
That was a 40mm flare launched on Route Blue, so we might be walking up on something. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see it, we're going to take it out silently. 2-1, hold.
Hold.
To put us directly into the eyes of a West Tower 015. 2-1, stand by for new line.
Stand by for new assault line.
2-1, follow yellow line.
Follow the yellow line. It's going to be direct north. Step off when Charlie does. Looks like we're going to be moving out. Stick to a crouch at this time.
Stay in a crouch. There are watchtowers. Utilize definitely. Do not push up that hill until you have positive eyes on the watchtower. Already continue pushing.
Nope, hold here.
We want to keep pushing a little further north.
Looks like, actually, yes, they're going to keep pushing a little further north. Just wait for them to go before we push.
Copy. At 060 is one of the towers.
Copy, keep moving.
Is it the last one?
Go.
Copy, moving.
No, hold. Don't be rude. Just keep on following these guys so you're straddling it more by the looks of it.
Yeah, I fucking lost sight of them. Thought they kept following the yellow line.
Nope, you're all good. I'll take point.
We want to set up in these rocks. This is our assault point.
They're gonna set up on these rocks up here. 058 is gonna be our assault point. Alpha copies 25 meters behind you. Then we're set. It's all good, no worries. Alpha can take northeast side of the rocks.
Wait for my word to push. Wait for my word.
Alright, we're gonna try to get...
Papa, this is Charlie. We fragging as we go in.
Hey, firm, get your buddy teams ready to frag the compound.
It'll be me and all
2-1, push.
Alright, push. We're gonna push 114 online.
Online.
Push online. Alpha copies on. Try to space it out more north.
Frag out east.
Bad frag.
Ace report.
Alpha's on green.
Charlie's green.
Green.
Alpha has contact 150. Next watchtower over, marked by 2 searchlights.
Copy, smoke outbound.
contact 133 Alpha's position, also the another tower. I'm hit.
Non-contact, let's go.
Charlie's moving first.
113, 113.
Okay. 122, 122.
Don't stop.
Alpha, let's keep moving.
Keep moving, 2-1.
I'm fixing you up real quick after.
Copy.
You want me to HE that area?
Negative at this time. We're pushing.
2-1, we're not in contact, keep moving.
Okay, I'm loading HE just in case.
Copy, just keep on throwing smoke.
Shoot to the building.
Left for your side.
Hey, heavy contact on me.
Throw it, prep and frag. Frag out.
Set.
Hey, frag out each.
Standing by the breach.
Breaching. Alpha breaching, Alpha breaching. Alpha, don't breach. Let's go around northeast, northeast. Let's push past. Get this next set over here.
Let's go hit this tower.
Moving you.
Charlie, how you doing?
This is Oscar, I'm watching east, on the east side of Sunday.
Charlie, how you doing?
I've got a large explosion in my chest.
We're clearing with Charlie.
Got some possible intel.
But I am
Copy,
not
make
bleeding.
note of where it's at, and then we'll come back to it. One call when your sectors are clear.
Alpha's clear, holding security to the north to west.
Copy, push through to the southeast. Compound clear. Need a response. Is the compound clear? Alpha and Charlie, is the compound clear?
Charlie's all clear this time.
Alpha team lead appears to be armored.
Copy. Set demo now.
Who's 2IC and Alpha?
Roger that. Christensen, what are you taking for demo?
Christensen's down. Just set demo on the generators and get that intel.
Where's Christensen?
Roger that. You got armored.
All step up. Now fire team lead.
Calling for me, I'm right here. Where's the armament at?
Where is Christensen's location?
He is currently 02015 meters.
Alright, yeah, let's just hold north to south.
What was the status of Christensen, Alpha?
He's right here.
Where do you want another demo block? Swinson here?
I think the net
Yes.
fell on him, maybe?
Yeah, we'll get it on here. And the tower as well, or just the generator?
Hey, QRF's inbound. Set it on the generator And the
Generator.
tower.
If you have extra on the tower.
Yes.
Is Christensen still
Any
armored?
blocks he ended up getting switched to?
I believe so. He was under that net.
Christensen, can you hear me?
I'm yelling, I can't hear you.
Christensen's down. Christensen's down.
Yes,
I got one
I had
casualty.
3, but one got ate by the ground, so I've only got these 2.
Does anybody know where that intel was?
Yellow smoke on it, or I mean.
I got
yellow.
the intel, but it didn't show up.
If you can.
Did you ace interact on it?
On one of it, yes.
I teleported Christensen. I don't know exactly where he's at.
It's here by me.
Okay. ACP's in the big bunker. Take him in there if you need to.
Let's get some
Set up.
security out instead of
Jesus.
walking around in circles, guys.
Be stable, just move and slide.
Yeah, 2-1, set up security here quickly.
You're
Set up
better off
security.
carrying them. There's only like one entrance into that building.
Oscar's got watching the east. Call when the demo is set.
412 still good up there?
Oh, I see. That's quite a bit.
Alpha's northeast security.
I got him.
Got it.
If anybody in Alpha can pull the demo out of Christensen's pack, let's do it.
Hearts, if you want to go do that real quick.
Yep.
Hearts is on his way to go pull the demo off of Christensen's body.
Copy, double time it.
2-1 Charlie has demo set on yellow chem lights generator on the north side of compound, south side of compound, over.
I'll start trying to get in his legs.
Yeah, I got it. Working on the right leg.
I got 1 times intel.
Yeah, I'll start working with the arms then.
Copy 2-1. 2-1, start falling back to RP safe word.
2-1, push RP safe word.
Roger, we're gonna have to get his chest and start seeing if we can get him a heart rate.
Moving out, bearing 215.
First,
Oh, they good to move?
We're trying to get him a heart rate. Give me 1 second.
2-1, hold off. We're without casualties. It's not good to move.
2-1 hold, 2-1 hold.
I'm gonna do a
Hit
fast
80.
layout.
Roger, I'm gonna hit with 80.
Raj, how many seconds is that?
As soon as he's good to move, Hall, let me know.
6. Roger.
Alright, open a fast IO on his chest.
You want to set up 360 security while we wait for these guys.
Did you find that
I'm
demo?
pushing 1,000, and
Well,
then
Set up security.
if he has a heart rate, we can move him.
Heart rate 122.
I'm pushing 1,000 on his chest. There, he's receiving 1,000.
Let's see if I can get him all bandaged and get him a really quick stitch.
Raj, if you do in the meanwhile, I'm gonna start
35
taking off the
seconds.
tourniquets.
I'm gonna
I
try
just give him
keep
an
the
EACA and then I might be just fine now.
Yeah, go ahead and push that instead of taking the tourniquets off. And I'll continue this. Let me know when you're done, and then we'll just pick them up and go.
Raj, taking tourniquets off.
15 seconds on a stitch.
We can just take off all the tourniquets and then move him.
Follow actual, or 8 seconds for being able to move.
Be advised.
I got 1 times intel.
Copy, are you
Alright,
able
I'm
to
gonna take a
interact
look.
with it and get it on the map?
I got that one within my briefing section.
Alright.
Copy, what does it say?
Alright, fuck it, I'm just gonna pick him up.
It is a airport diagram.
Follow actual, ready to move that casually stable. Oh,
Go,
he's
go,
up.
go.
That'll work.
No,
Is
that's,
that my-
that's
is that not it
baked
then?
into the template.
I'm back up.
Welcome back.
2-1, start pushing back to RP.
Stand by, it might not be it.
Safe word. Christian, your firing device is in here.
Oh, where is it?
Yeah, I was trying to get it off of your inventory, but it wouldn't let me
Follow,
into
get
your
on my
bag.
position.
Oh, you need it?
I didn't grab no demo, I just grabbed the firing device because I was trying to get into your inventory.
Gotcha.
Let's not get left
Alpha's back
behind.
up. Let's go. Where are we going? Let's go. Let's go. This way.
Alright, Alpha, we're moving out. 217.
217. 217.
A firm.
Alpha
RP
copies.
safe word.
It does, yes, it does.
We went to RP safer.
You wanna move into a fire team wedge?
Yeah, it's fine.
SPF will move back to ORP start on my call. How copy?
Actually, I have 1x document in my inventory.
Copy.
With the intel, the other one that is on my map.
One, we should be MCON at this point. We have left, so there could be roving patrols. MCON is in effect, and I copy all Apollo.
Apollo, when we're able to stop again, Alpha FTL is going to need painkillers. I'm making a shit ton of noise from me being in pain.
That's fine.
Copy. We're going to be doing a combat det at RP safe word. I'll have Apollo hit you there.
Copy, thank you.
2-1 Charlie is at RP safe word.
I need
2-2 starts for movement.
the guys that have the clackers on my position.
I like something already blew up.
I think what
Do I have both clackers on my position?
Might have been a vehicle or something, didn't it?
The roof of that building. I think they shot him and he went down.
And then he woke back up.
Popped back up, yeah.
Alright, stand by, stand by.
Do you have the clacker?
Yeah, no, Hearts didn't get the demo.
does.
So it's just
fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole.
Stand back.
Alright, 2-1, we're gonna continue on RP smoke.
Hearts, we're gonna have to debrief about what happened with the demo afterwards.
Treat your pain. Let's hope you don't pass out. I think. Potentially, if you pass out, it's not my fault, okay?
It's all good. Yeah, just do what you gotta do.
Alright, let's go.
Yep.
Alright, Delta.
Alright, continue to RP Eagle. Correction, RP smoke.
Continue to RP smoke, it is going to be a line.
Holding for Alpha.
RP smoke and then
Wait for
ORP
Charlie.
start.
Affirm, yep, wait for Charlie, still rear formation.
Oscar, I would prefer that you were not the point.
Also, keep an eye on me. I may go. Never mind, I got Apollo for that. You're good.
Copy. Alright, Charlie appears to be good, still moving.
Yep, copy. Just keep an eye on me. I may go down due to marking, so just keep an eye out if I go down.
Copy all.
Apollo will be here to be my caretaker.
I'll carry you all the way back.
It's all good. We got Apollo for that. A, that rhymed.
Go on hold.
2, hold.
5 for teleport.
Holding.
Stand by for teleport, stand by for teleport, stand by for teleport.
Got teleport.
Is everyone up?
Stand by for daylight.
Stand by for daylight, stand by for daylight. Take nights off, take nights off.
No, stand by for daylight. 1 day later.
It's a SpongeBob flag.
Archer 2, circle up.
That's why I said it.
Archer 2, circle up around the tunnel.
Circle up.
Does that mean we did really well or really
I shot him. I killed him.
Lock it up.
We are a bit over. I know we went a little long today. We had a lot to cover. If you do need to step off, you're free to. Thank you for staying late.
Lock it up.
Alright, yeah, overall, I think a lot of us probably know major things that went wrong. when we are performing a raid, you do want to get security out and set up first. I know 4-1, you guys kind of got ahead of yourselves a little bit, walked up on a patrol, and unfortunately you guys weren't able to defend yourself with suppressed weapons. We did up the... did kind of get some of the QRF moving a little earlier than expected, but you guys were 2-2 was still able to make it and set up relatively quickly. Only one technical was able to slip by, and it looks like 4-1 was able to neutralize them while they were coming up the road. Good SBF point. You were able to cover and support the assault element, but also back up the security element from your location. 2-1, good job taking out that patrol that you came across as well on your maneuver. And the assault and clear of the compound looked pretty good. Let's make sure we are clearing the entire buildings. It looked like there might have been a couple contacts that were, 1 or 2 contacts that were left in the building, I believe. It looked like Doc Hall discovered one of them when he was trying to set up his CCP. Overall, the exploitation looked pretty good. You guys got 3 out of 5 targets. 3 out of 5. Helicopter's still up, and one of the drone controllers was up as well. There was one more satellite dish that was on the northern command building, but otherwise pretty fairly thorough. Anyone?
You cut out there, Lieutenant.
Did anyone discover the documents?
We discovered one that stated that Hospitalman Hall has a... how was it phrased there?
It said that Corman Hall's beard is epic.
Correct. Amen. All right. Yeah, 2-2, you made pretty quick work of the QRF. You guys had a pretty good position, great accuracy on the AT, and you guys did that checkpoint did decide to engage on you. Once you guys started opening up on that QRF, they headed over to you instead of moving over to the primary objective. But it looks like you guys were able to make quick work once they were detected. I don't think you took any casualties from that contact. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, only from the BTR that was shooting us from across.
Oh yeah, there was traversing your position. Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, things look pretty smooth. I would say we were on objective a little longer than I would like, but given we do have a lot of new leadership, it was a little bit of a lot of area to cover, and you guys did get detected a little early there as well. Attorney Sergeant Parks.
Yeah, we were on objective a little too long, but we also had one guy that got armored underneath some of the stuff there, and I had to teleport him out for them to start working on him. But as far as when you're doing your planning, make sure, I know we have the blue and the white route, make sure that you're coming in perpendicular to wherever your SBF is, or as close as you can get. I mean, I know it's uphill, and so we're not going to take any grazing fire from 412 until we're on objective, but that also limited what 4-1 could do once we were on objective. If they had been perpendicular, they would have been able to shoot the things that 2-1 couldn't see, where unfortunately we were pretty much, being able to see the same enemies. But other than that, everything went pretty smoothly. Unfortunately, we got discovered by a patrol, but that's going to happen. It's happened before. It'll happen again. But the big thing is we kept moving on our objective, and we still accomplished our objective generally. But that's all I really had.
All right, 2-1.
Nothing at this level.
2-2.
Nothing at this level.
2-3. 4-1.
Damn, you got me there.
I was like, wait.
I wish.
For 4-1, I guess I'll speak on behalf of 4-1 and Papa as well. I think everything went pretty well. The one comment that Papa had in terms of coming in perpendicular, definitely gonna relay that again and echo it, just because it does help 4-1. And a lot of times when you do get into that objective compound, there's gonna be enemies running out of the buildings towards you. So you being perpendicular on one side just gives 4-1 more opportunity to engage the rest of them and not have blue and blue. The other thing I had was just a reminder to everyone, when you get into major conflicts or engagements, and the engagement is fairly done, send your reports up to your team lead to squad leads, and up. Just to let us know that engagement is complete, if you're green or not, any casualties, things like that, just so everyone can keep track of the integrity of their lower end teams and squads. And that's it.
Alright. Doc?
Just a reminder, just because somebody goes down doesn't mean they're dead. If you're clearing a building, you engage them, you might want to verify that they are actually deceased.
Yeah. They can wake back up. It's rare, but minor wounds and stuff. If you get grazing fire, they're fairly well armored. You might have just knocked them unconscious. They might wake up, 30 seconds, couple minutes later, and big problem for your position.
What the yeah, shoot them into the ground.
What's up?
I think your mic might have been losing its mind there.
Oh, apologies.
I have a question, sir.
Comments aside.
If during an operation or a deployment, I guess, if we were to double tap an enemy to make sure they don't wake up, that's a war crime, right?
So when you are double tapping, I'm gonna go ahead and take my weapon out here real quick.
Go take a look. Get a
So
front row seat.
if Gunnery Sergeant Parks and Adler are down,
what?
And I'm approaching here. If I'm out here and I'm unsure if they're just prone or if they're alive, I can shoot them. The second I get within arm's reach, and let's play it safe and just say 5 meters, I now have to render aid. The other thing too, if Corporal Rust is coming up on my rear and I've already passed these guys and Corporal Rust is back there, a friendly has passed them, we've assumed care for them. So if a friendly has already maneuvered through the area, then at that point you can't. If you are maneuvering on a position and you are the first friendly to maneuver through and occupy that position, you can double tap as you're approaching. But once you are within range to render aid, then you are required to.
Right. So you can't go back and double tap them, but you can go.
No.
You can go towards them and double tap them. That's
once you're within range to render aid, you have to render aid. If you're out of range to render aid, they're still an enemy combatant. You can stitch them if you need to.
Yeah, and just to maintain any plausible deniability, just call it 5 meters. Basically how far I am from Rosha right now. We don't want Zeus or company or anyone jumping up our ass for something like that. At that point, you should be close enough to tell if that is a conscious person or not.
Right.
Well, and see on that, like, since we're going, like, training, it doesn't really matter as much, like, if you're 5 meters away. But if you're 5 meters away and you see that they're just unconscious, go up there and zip time, especially in an operation, because you don't know, because they will get intel off of them simulating. So you don't want to just double tap everyone just because they're unconscious. Like, if we're not in heavy contact, it might be worth it just to try zip tie them, finish the fight, then come back and, if they die when they're zip tied, whatever.
Yep.
But if they're still alive.
Yep, S2 and S3 during deployment. If we capture anyone, that will heavily benefit our intel in following deployments.
Especially with the forces we're looking at possibly dealing.
Yeah, this deployment we're probably going to be light on intel. It's going to be a confusing one, especially at the beginning. Any other questions or comments? All right, again, thanks for staying late. We do got deployment coming. Look out for those links for those mods that you're going to need to download. Squad leaders, the one thing I've been advised, given the situation, expect civilian interaction most likely during the deployment. Make sure you guys touch on that in your squad trainings in the next week, going over interacting with civilians, and let's make sure we're covering PID. Let's practice on that a little bit. We've had some blue incidents lately, and we don't want to anger any of the locals as well in deployment, as that will turn them against us, and it will be a not fun time. It's happened before, and it is doesn't always go very well. All right, Archer 2, you're dismissed.
Attendance tonight, gentlemen.
2-2 down.
Without,
2-2.
you know, I wish I had known a little bit more about what was going on. But honestly, I just followed you and it all went well.
It's not a war crime the first time.
I just wish I knew more about what was going on during the.
left your channel.
No,
won.
I got there
No,
first.
no, you lost because you got disconnected.
Fuck me,
Would've
fuck
been
you.
I was kind of a sore
User
loser.
joined your channel.
I mean, I won, so
User
I was a
joined your
sore
channel.
loser if I won.
This guy.
User joined your channel.
All right, are we all here? I don't see anybody missing. So, the 9 in the channel. Who's missing?
Hall had to leave early.
Oh, okay. So first thing, as far as tonight goes, I want to get you out of here. I want to get out of here. So, no big comments or concerns on my front. I will be fire team leaders. I'm going to be sending some stuff in the squad leadership channel regarding tonight for you. I also have a couple of announcements that will be coming out on the official squad channel. Good work tonight. I think we did pretty well considering. But yeah, I want to get you out of here. So nothing at this level, Shaq.
Do you sustains and improves? Nothing? Or did we do that?
Sustains MCON good, CRRC good, improves spacing when moving, when we're moving, making sure you don't pass other elements or break formation within the squad itself. I had a bad frag with, I don't know what it is about my game, but if I am moving and throw a frag grenade, it drops it right at my fucking feet, no matter what I have it set to, high throw, normal throw, accurate throw, it doesn't fucking matter. So that was my fault. It is something that I forgot that happens to me because I don't often throw frags. That's all I got. Shaq.
Okay. I don't have anything. I do want to get with Rose right after this real quick.
Okay. Alpha Charlie.
Alpha's not this level.
Charlie, nothing at this level.
All right. Apollo.
Nothing at this level.
All right. Get the fuck out of here. Rose, I guess stick
User
around.
left your channel. User left your channel. Channel switched. User joined your channel.
There you
go. Booga booga. Good overall. Why couldn't you get my demo?
I just did. It didn't let me into your bag.
Okay, that's all I need.
I even went to I pressed I to go through that way too. Cause I know you can go through that way with the bag. Couldn't find it. I even did Windows interact and open inventory on you. That didn't work either.
It might have to be dead. Maybe I don't really know.
I tried it 2 different ways.
It's all good. It's all good.
Only thing I seen was your clicker. I was like, okay, let me grab that.
The clicker, gotcha. Other than that, you did fine.
As I one time had suppressor on.
Yeah, what happened there? Because I'm pretty sure I called.
I was firing HE, and I think your comms were messing up too. I had actually asked for a repeat a couple of times, like say again and all, and you were still like crackling and like coming in and out.
Gotcha. You're dismissed now. Did a good thing.
Yeah, tomorrow when I for fire team training tomorrow, I'm gonna start make myself a damn good fucking loadout, a couple loadouts. I don't have to worry about missing anything from it in my bag and all.
Alright, you're dismissed.
Alright, okay.
I think I already said that, but I think
Yeah.
I have to tell you that. Alright, I'm going off the channel.
Alright, okay.
They're great.
Bye.
They're great, but oh,
Alright,
I
you wanna
guess,
have
or you
them?
can hop up here. That works too.
Why? What's up?
Nothing. I was trying to stay out of the way, so I wasn't, because I'm technically not supposed to be at your at your guys' briefs or debriefs, I should say.
You're fine.
I'm technically not allowed to because I'm no longer part of the fucking squad. But yeah, I was trying to stay out of the way, so I decided, well, Slade doesn't do debriefs in his channels.
No, I don't.
As of recently, at least.
No, I
So
don't.
I'm gonna just chill here.
I just saw you.